Lions women's basketball as they get set to tip off against the UNLV Lady Rebels. Gary, two teams starting off 0-0, fresh start to the season, and high hopes for both squads.
Yeah, throw the history in the past and focus on the present. It's a brand new game.
Tips away, won by the Lady Rebels, and Kiara Jackson starts things off for the Lady Rebels.
We know Desi-Rae Young is going to be a handful for the Lions.
Jackson gets it started. First one a bit short. Soufia Inoussa, one of the new faces for this Lions squad, gets the start along with Sydney Gandy, Alexis Mark, Nicole Rodriguez, and Amaya Oliver, of course, led by head coach Erica Hughes in her third season at the helm. It's Gandy now down the key looking for Rodriguez. Nearing 10 on the shot clock. Rodriguez held up on this near side. She jabs in, pull up two, rims out. Lids haven't been lifted off the bucket just yet. Jackson, the outlet pass down low off the hands of Brown and out. We got you the starters for the Lions. On the Lady Rebels side, it's Kiara Jackson, Alyssa Durazo-Frescas, Macy James, Desi-Rae Young, and Alyssa Brown. Teardrop from Gandy, bit too much. Key player to watch, Lisa Leslie Award watch list, one of 20 players in the nation. She's been a dominant force for this UNLV squad.
Really, all 4 years.
Your officials tonight led by Richard Waters, assisted by Giselle Wardlow and Johnny Mendez Jr. Rodriguez up top. Durazo-Fresco not giving space. Mark down the lane. Step over, up. Travel called. Cynthia Azeja, the transfer from Pitt, as well as Deja Hamilton, the transfer out of Nevada. Whistle blown, quick foul. On the Lions, it's no secret, height is not their specialty. As Young pulls a long two, it's going to rim out into the hands of Jackson. She keeps possession for the Lady Rebels. Lions seems to have lost Macy James. It's Brown now. Young off the glass and in.
Fine by Brown to the cutting Young.
Gandy might lack in height, but has certainly come out with a lot of power, a lot of fire. And we see her play as Hamilton goes to the hoop.
Finally out on the court, showing what she can do with the left off the glass.
This is a player that this Lady Rebels team is very familiar with, conference foe. Hamilton, last time she saw this squad, hit the game winner in the final game of the season 2 seasons ago. So certainly no secret what Deja Hamilton can do to Lindy LaRocque and her squad. Gandy, shifty moves, kicks out to Oliver. Baseline 2 on the way and in. 6:20 to go, knotted up at 4. More subs at the table for the Lions. Quick rotations are going to be key. Hamilton trapped. Brown almost disrupted it.
Her three-point prowess that is apparently in the genes in the Whedon family.
Certainly is. Two sisters playing, one at St. Mary's, the other one still playing at St. Mary's, and Addison Whedon as the Rebels get Rodriguez, our key player to watch. The only Lion on this squad that faced this Rebels team 4 years ago, back in 2020. Lions fell to the Rebels in that contest, but two very different teams as Rodriguez. 100%. Durazo-Fresco's from way outside.
And what you saw there was 4 Lions crashing the boards. They cannot allow second chance points on offensive rebounds.
Hamilton to run point now with Gandy on the bench. Jackson tips it out of Gandy, we talked to her before the season, really excited, I think, for this homecoming opportunity. Said she loved her time at Idaho, but it's special to be able to play her final couple seasons here in her hometown.
Yeah, and she feels like there's a good chemistry on this squad, which is something that is hard to develop with so many new players.
Absolutely. Oliver to pull up two. What a pretty shot. Something the Lions are going to have to limit. They're not going to be able to give up a lot of mistakes against this well-poised Lady Rebel team.
So she's a career 49% three-point shooter on the road, so Lions cannot leave her alone.
Mark inside off the glass, a strong.
I think she's better with contact, Brendan, the number of times we see her convert.
Young up top. We've already seen her fire from out there. Lions got to watch that. Jackson down the baseline. Good stop by Gandy. A very large freshman class. 5 players, the biggest we've seen in the last 4 seasons. Rodriguez is 3 on the way and good, and that veteran presence is sticking around here in Gersten and gives the Lions their first lead of the evening. Yancey pulls the board down. She entered the game as well for the Lions. 1:48 to go. Lions lead by 2 here early. Another three on the way. Rims out. Board tipped around to the hands of Rodriguez. She goes back up off the glass. Too much again. Mark fighting for the board in the hands of Hernandez, and that's her first basket of her collegiate career.
There's so much to like about that play. The hustle on the boards, the freshman getting a shot. Nicole Rodriguez taking it to Young.
Well, and take a look at the Lion bench, too. The joy, the energy that they're bringing as the Rebels answer. Obiazor coming back, her first game since a knee injury last year, and she's someone that the Lions and this Rebels team are certainly looking out for. Gandy feeds inside to Mark, looking to back down Obiazor. Off the glass, no good. Young tips it around, and the Lady Rebels will get the final shot of the quarter, most likely. Defense chance come from the crowd. Large crowd here.
Good board by Mark.
And the horn will sound. Lions lead 15-14 after one. A tightly contested first quarter. We still got 3 more quarters to go. Lions lead by 1 here in Gersten Pavilion. A tough matchup was expected. This is real tight here in this first quarter, Gary.
Yeah, and it's impressive the way the Lions came out against the talented Rebels.
Great find to Inoussa down low, who gets her. So a 3-point lead here against the Rebels. This is a place that we've seen the Lions struggle. When they have that early lead, albeit 1 point or 20, it's a place where they aren't able to hold it. We'll see if this new Lions squad can change that today.
Looks like this trap is
Yes, it is. Mark over to Dunn. 3 rims out. Oliver comes up with the board, though, and keeps things alive for the Lions. Inoussa looks at a 3, drives inside instead, off the glass and in. Scoggin fires away. And the Rebels just a bit cold from downtown to start things off. Certainly a place they could get hot from.
Right, but the key is that they only have 1 offensive rebound so far, so the Lions doing a good job cleaning that defensive glass.
Right now, both squads shooting 25% from behind the arc. Just below both of their averages. Mark looks to change that, and she will. The one that they're not going to be content with. Jackson looks to answer. Cannot. Rebound by Lott. She goes back up and in. Inoussa down the outside of the lane. Kick to Zeja. Off the glass. No good. Gets her own board. Looking to go back up. Young. 4 transfers and Alexis Mark on the floor. We'll see how this chemistry has been building for the last couple months in these next couple minutes. Scoggin hesitates off the glass. What a pretty move.
Nice hesitation. They're delivering.
Hamilton a pull up too. No good. Tipped out by Zeja. And here come the Rebels on a fast break. It's Jackson looking to go coast to coast. No fouls called. Gandy wide open 3. Zeja up and in.
And that's why Coach put her back.
It's Young now up top. Scoggin unable to handle the pass. Still fires a 3 and still hits.
It's got to make her coach a
She's a 42% three-point shooter at Nebraska, so no surprise that she can knock him down from outside.
And just like that, Lions lead down to 1.
Gandy a little flick over the top and in. Expect it to at some point. Young, strong move down low, draws the foul, and Strong barreling down the middle. Not much Lions could do.
Let's keep an eye on this. Swing to Whedon.
Hernandez in the middle, taken away by Young.
That's all right. That's a freshman play. She showed the ball.
Jackson a pull up 2, and in. 6 under a minute to go here in the first half.
It's a 14-4 run for the Lady Rebs.
Rodriguez stopped up by Scoggin, pulls up for a 2. Crafty.
Real important bucket as time winding down in the quarter.
Jackson, a foul on reigning Mountain West 6th Player of the Year, multiple 20-point games. So knock them both down and put the Lady Rebels back up by a pair. 33 seconds to go in this first half. Gandy will look to run as much time off the clock as she can. It's Hamilton now working around Jackson. Gandy fires a three. Too much. High board, tipped around. They're going to say it's Lady Rebel ball. So the final shot will be in the hands of UNLV, and they'll look to make it a two-possession game headed into the locker room. Coach Hughes frustrated. I'm not sure that's what they were looking for on that possession, Gary.
No, I think they wanted to work more of the clock. Gandy had an open three, just didn't knock it down.
Jackson around the screen from Durazzo Fresca. She works inside on Rodriguez. Obiazor from way outside, buries it at the buzzer.
And take better care of the glass in the second half.
Well, we will see right here. 20 minutes to go. Lions trail by 5 as they look to upset the number 1 team in the Mountain West. Kiara Jackson feeds inside to Young to start things off. Young wants the bucket, and she'll get it.
So she's going to get a rebound on that, too, padding those double-double stats for her.
Yeah, the double-double queen is Desi-Rae Young. 10th in D1 double-doubles last season, first in the Mountain West in rebounds, second in points, first in steals and assists as a front court player. Really the queen of the Mountain West is Desi-Rae Young.
Oh, nice fake.
Oliver takes the queen to court and gets the bucket to go.
Beautiful fake by Oliver.
Oh, good bucket by Macy James.
So both teams coming out firing to open the second half. Well, right, and that's the point. There's 10 new faces on the squad for the Lions.
Desi-Rae Young off to the races. Works around. Gandy goes up, gets it to fall. Count it and the foul. Steep hill to climb. Young.
That's 9 points in about 70 seconds.
Young with 11 points, 6 boards. Make it 12 points now. Gandy, crafty move and a crafty finish. Major back on the floor for the Lions. Still got those 2 fouls. As we say, it almost gets a third. Brown, a 3. Lions really need it, down by 12. Largest lead of the evening for the Lady Rebels. Inoussa fires a 3 and connects. Durazzo Fresca looks to answer on the baseline. Bit too much, and who comes up with it? It's Inoussa.
4 on 5.
Inoussa looks off the 3, drives inside, meets Young, finds the bucket though. Jackson up top now, 5:45 to go. She works around Inoussa, throws up a teardrop, no good. Young's there to clean it up, puts it back, no good. Hamilton skies high to get that board and pull it down for the Lions.
You see all the Lions crash in the glass. An unfortunate turnover.
Here goes Young. Fast break the other way. Yancey on her hip, puts it up. And she takes out the floor mopper. Goes down hard. Hopefully both are okay. In this third quarter, Lions currently trail by 9. Desi-Rae Young looks to make it 10, and she does.
Down about 4. Now they've got 10 points to make up. Young sits with 15.
15 points, 1 board away from a double-double. Mark swipes at Jackson, works inside, steps over and gets the bucket to fall. James, 3 off the mark. Whistle blown, foul called.
She's going to get her double-double. The third quarter. They're going to need to cut into it before the fourth.
Obiazor perfect from the line there.
Lions need to look for more ball movement, less dribbling, more passing.
Hamilton on the baseline. Teardrop 2 off the side of the backboard into the hands of James.
There's going to be a foul call if they keep getting handsy. Daly Dunn in the game.
Strong defender can also pull up for the 3. Right into the screen of Brown goes Dunn. It's back up top. Obiazor, another 3 on the way. That rims out. Lucky for the Lions. Brown, the board off to James, off the glass, no good. James again follows up and this time finishes.
So that's going to drive Coach Hughes crazy. Too many offensive rebounds.
Mark
Again,
dribbled into no man's land, back up top to Azaja. Sorry, Gary.
No, you're just seeing a lot of dribbling and not a lot of ball movement on the pass.
Inoussa right into a triple team, and it's Young the other way. Drives inside on Mark, puts it up off the glass, and finishes on the fadeaway. Moving away from the basket, still able to get sky high off the glass and in. Desi-Rae Young is really unstoppable. Hounding Hamilton on the defensive end as well.
Good ball movement that time, had open looks. There it is.
Inoussa for three, and hits.
So when they move the ball, they catch the defense off guard.
Knocked it down, so Inoussa. 53-42, Lions down by 11, 2:20 and some change to go in this third. Young, a three of her own, no good.
I'd let her take that all day long.
It's done. She'll fire from the top, off the mark. Whistle blown down low. It's going to be on the floor. And it looks like they're going to review this.
No, but it was still contact to the head neck area.
So Inoussa will shoot the technical free throw here. It's going to be a third foul on Brown. Inoussa, first free throw of the evening for the Lions, does not fall. These are points the Lions cannot afford to give up. Second free throw good, brings the Lions within 10. Here goes Gandy, running point with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Stutter step, hesitation, down the lane, can't get the bucket to fall.
That was an unfortunate miss on Rodriguez's part. Lions really need to prevent a three here to end the quarter.
12-second difference between game and shot clock. Rebels won't have the last shot this time. Winfrey working it into Young. Off one leg, can't get it to go. Lions can hold for the final shot, and it looks like they will. 10 seconds to go. Gandy slows up the dribble. Whistle blown, offensive foul.
And now it will give the Rebels a shot at closing out the quarter with some points.
Now, third straight quarter, the Rebels have gotten the final shot when the Lions had a chance at it. Whistle blown, a carry's called, and the Lions will get their shot.
But the Lions and the Lady Rebels not shooting particularly well, about 40% both.
Rebels trade offense for defense. James back in the game. It's up top to Whedon. She fires the three, fading away. Wasn't the shot they wanted. Contested nicely. Pavilion for the Lions to pull within 10. Happy to have you with us. It's going to be an exciting end to this game. Lions and the Rebels went back and forth through the first half. Third quarter controlled a bit more by the Lady Rebels. See what the Lions can do here in the final minutes.
Beautiful no-look pass to Oliver, who's got moves down low and scores.
And this is what Coach Hughes expected out of a transfer out of the Pac-12 from a school as prestigious as USC. Conference known for its physicality, one of the best women's basketball conferences in the nation. And Oliver showing tonight. Whedon, the mismatch on Young. It's kicked over to Lott. She drives inside, a crafty move and a beautiful shot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the Lions don't want to allow players to get shots off in the paint like that uncontested.
Rebels lead back to double digits.
Nice behind-the-back dribble. There's a shot.
Whedon, her first bucket in a Lion uniform, comes from behind the arc.
That's a way to get back in this with the three ball.
A three for number 3 and many more to come in her Lion career. Lockdown baseline, 2 straight buckets.
So those were clutch buckets for Lott when the Lions trying to put something together.
Back and forth they go.
Let's see if they can get Whedon open for another three.
Gandy looking to work off Jackson. It's up top to Oliver. Looks off the three. They know that's not her shot.
Again, you see the ball is just stopping too much. They need to move it.
Rodriguez a pull up 2 off back iron. Rebound by Jackson.
Is Lott going to do it again?
Almost. Over
that was over the back.
I believe they're going to call it on the ground on Rodriguez.
They are.
And they actually will call it on the shot, saying Young was going for the putback.
Well, that's unfortunate for the Lions for sure.
Young's first no good. Her first miss from the line tonight. 3 of 4 now from the charity stripe.
So Lions going small ball.
Likely Mark going to get the task on Desi-Rae Young.
So lead back to 10. They was down to 7 at one point.
Gandy straight down the middle. Rims around, gets the lucky roll to go.
I think all 3 of her buckets have come on those floaters.
Trap up top disrupts the UNLV. Inoussa really disrupts Jackson.
Oh, so close to a steal for Whedon.
Lions got to get back now. Draws a Fresca, a rainbow 3, and an immediate timeout by Lindy LaRock.
So she's been quiet all game.
Gandy will inbound Hamilton to bring it up. Rebels release their pressure. 7:45 to go. Lions looking to fight back against number 1 in the Mountain West. Oliver, spin move in the key, working on Young, finishes through pressure. Lions led off of it. Jackson up the court now, passes the timeline with 6:25 to go. Jackson a pull-up 2. Gets her on rebound, no one there to box her out, follows it up. Can't get it to fall. Desi-Rae Young there, and a foul's called. At one point we were talking about it. It was 9-2.
Yeah.
The second half has been a difference maker on the boards for the Rebels.
Yeah. Well, it's exactly the same difference. 7 more offensive rebounds for the Lady Rebels in the second half, and it's not over yet.
Always have alumni watching. Megan Mandel will call her our third analyst at home. She said for the Lions, this rebounding is truly season-changing. It's something that, had we seen over the last couple of years, could have made a world of difference in the way those seasons ended for this Lions squad.
Absolutely, but one of the takeaways here is you can't just rebound for a half. You got to carry it through, and some of that is going to be gaining your stamina over the season.
Again, back to a lot of dribbling here for the Lions. Hamilton holds up top, looks to drive inside. Pull up 2. Oh, what a pretty shot from Deja Hamilton.
That's something I'm looking forward to seeing all season long as the Lions come out with the press.
Good pressure. Daly Dunn on it. Lady Rebels able to reset. 5:40 to go in this contest. They're up by 9. Lot inside to Obiazor, looking to work on Mark. Kick back out to Jackson now behind the back, down the baseline, stopped up by Dunn, still able to finish.
So every time the Lions start clawing back, the Lady Rebels are able to get a timely bucket to keep their lead at 11.
There goes Mark down the lane, through contact. Can't get it to go, but she'll head to the line.
5 on Brown.
Just the look on Oliver's face this year just looks different. She's hungry to come out and be the player that she knows and that Coach Hughes knows and that her teammates knows she can be. Mark's first.
Yeah, I don't remember many games last season when Amaya Oliver had double-digit points.
Few and far between, certainly, but in talking to her, she knows that she can have those types of games. Coach Hughes knows she can have those types of games, and having her on the court with that type of aggression, I think brings it out of her teammates as well. Draws a Frescas, looks off the 3, 2 inside, collected by Young, board by Oliver. It's 5 boards on the evening for Oliver. Deja Hamilton, crafty inside, can't find the bottom of the bucket. Young mishandles the dribble, somehow ends up in the hands of Obiazor. Reverse land, falls short, tipped around. Obiazor, the offensive board, follows up, and a foul is called. It looks like they're going to call it a common foul. Obiazor will be at the line, shooting 2. Knocks down the first, 11-point lead back in the hands of the Lady Rebels.
Let's touch on something you mentioned earlier, which is the free throw differential. The Lions have only shot 4, and this will be the 12th for the Lady Rebels.
Second is good. Obiazor, perfect from the charity stripe tonight, 4 of 4.
And they're 9 points better from the line. When you got a 12-point differential, that's significant.
Gandy, hesitation, stopped up by Lott. It's Hernandez now back in the game for the Lions. Hamilton works around the screen. Pull up from the charity stripe is good. A beautiful pull-up shot. Coach Hughes wants the pressure on.
Hamilton coming on with 4 big points here at the closing minutes of the game.
And that's a shot that lives rent-free in the heads of this Lady Rebels squad. Just like her game
like
winner.
A push.
And it is. I think they may call a foul on Hamilton.
That is a difficult job because no one's ever happy with you.
Hey, you were a coach. How were you at working the refs?
I wasn't good enough. That's why I'm here and not coaching.
You missed the shenanigans, folks. We're back. And it's only the start of this season. Lott's second is good as well. 12-point lead. 2 players nearing double-digit boards on the evening. Gandy, shimmy shake off the glass and in. Standout player at Idaho, making her homecoming and making a difference for this Lions squad here tonight. 8 points, 4-10 from the field. Hasn't hit a three yet, but certainly can. Macy James, shot falls short. It'll be Lions ball. You think both of these teams want it, Gary?
Oh, they do. Got to get that ball in. Remember what I just said about Rodriguez clutch buckets?
That's a veteran presence knocking it down. 69-61, 8-point game. 2:13 to go.
Got to get a stop.
Jackson working some clock.
Don't use her hands, Nicole.
Under 2 to go, strong screen from Young. Jackson down the lane, bodied off by Oliver. She kicks back out. Brown a three.
Mark just ripped that rebound out.
Lions with a chance to pull it as close as it's been in this fourth quarter. Gandy looks off the three, feeds Mark inside, working on the smaller Jackson. Stopped up by Young. Regains possession, back up top to Gandy, and a timeout called by Coach Hughes and the Lions. But it also has certainly been a difference maker here in the second half as UNLV has closed that gap, and they closed it rapidly.
Well, and they did it by getting offensive boards and second chance points.
Oliver, kick out to Mark, back up top to Gandy. A three on the way, no good.
That would have been a big one for the Lions. They're going to have to consider fouling.
Lions seem content to play it out at the moment. Coach Hughes calling for the Lions to foul. They're not hearing her.
When you're down 8, it's a bit of an uphill climb to get it back by fouling when they go to the line. But if you can get some misses like Kiara Jackson just did, you got a shot.
Was perfect before, 2 of 2. 10 points on the evening, rather. 3 players for the Rebels in double figures, 2 for the Lions. Jackson knocks down the second. Lindy LaRock in just her 4th season as a head coach. She started second youngest coach in D1 basketball as a foul's called.
Yeah, Hamilton has an opportunity to hit a couple clutch free throws.
Gersten Pavilion goes dead silent. Maybe a bit too quiet. Hamilton can't hit the first. Second is good from Hamilton. Pulls the Lions within 8, full court pressure right away.
Now, Hamilton can't foul because she has 5. Says a lot to me about their shooting prowess, their focus, even early when sometimes you're still fine-tuning things.
Jackson's first off the mark. Gives the Lions a glimmer of hope here. 52 seconds to go. Second one rims out as well, and a big board by Oliver. Coach Hughes telling the Lions to go. Time is of the essence.
Quick bucket here.
Hamilton spin move, puts up the 2. It's short. Desi-Rae Young with the board. Rodriguez is going to have to foul.
As the Lions are forced to foul to try and stop the clock.
Young's first off the mark. Tired legs maybe. Second finds the bottom of the bucket. 9-point lead. It moves the inbound just down a little bit further down the line. Bench lob pass to inbound to March. She's double teamed. Kick back out to Gandy. Lions running out of time to get points up. Gandy's teardrop rims out. Young with the board. Gandy's going to foul and send Young back to the line. And
see the progress.
Well, and I think what you have to think about is the fact that there's all these new players, all from new places, coming together, creating a team of both veteran transfers as well as brand new freshmen who were playing high school basketball just a few months ago. It's about building that chemistry, building that team confidence, and I think this is going to give them a lot of hope. What more can you say about a player like her? I mean, really nothing.
Glad the Lions aren't fouling. It's at this point, no point. Just run the clock out.
Ball's tipped out by the Rebels. No foul. They'll run out the clock. And the first game is in the books for the LMU Lions. They'll fall by 10 to the UNLV Lady Rebels. A tough loss.